Hello, fellow Sudokans, and welcome to Zen and the Art of the Guardian Sudoku puzzle. It's Monday, the 7th of August, 2023. I was up early this morning getting work done since the last week and a bit. We've not done very much, and there's been a bit of a backlog of stuff to do on a Monday morning. Anyway, that's out of the way now. And I'm free to have a bash at this morning's Sudoku puzzle. Now, if you are new here, and there's a high likelihood that you are because this is the beginner level game, welcome to my channel. What is this channel with the weird name? Well, it's a kind of daily blog about anything I feel like telling you about my life in Thailand, my cat, my troubles with my car. Oh God, no, let's not continue on that frame. In that frame, let's also mention that I talk about international news stories and life in Thailand, which is where I live, and anything else that's on my mind. Anything really, as well as Sudoku. But every day we'll have a game of Sudoku, a few games. Sometimes easy, sometimes tricky. Please join in with the Sudoku and click on the links to find where to play the games and try them out for yourself. Now, okay, so I see actually there is a news story out right now in Pakistan of a train crash where apparently 30 people have unfortunately been killed and many injured as well, and the pictures are quite horrific. So our commiserations and thoughts go out to those people who have lost loved ones in this train derailment. Okay, let's get on with it. I've got other things to do. I said work is over, but I've got a lot of things to do today, so I should be getting on with the game pretty quickly. And first of all, because it's a Monday, I have to explain the rules of Sudoku. There is only one rule, basically, and that's a kind of 1 to 9. That's it. It's often called a game of nines. What do I mean? Well, there are 9 squares in every row across like this. Okay, and what do? We put numbers 1 to 9 in each of the boxes, these squares that sometimes you'll hear people call cells. We have a 9 here, we have an 8 and a 2, but we don't have the other numbers yet. Now, we do exactly the same thing for each column. There are 9 squares in each column. That's not quite the end of it, because there are these small 3x3 blocks like this, which also require us to place digits 1 to 9. And that's it. That's all the game requires, really. It's a puzzle, and it's meant to be for fun. There's some people seem to think it's a very serious thing. That's not me. I just play it for fun occasionally. So how do we go about finding the numbers? How do we go about finishing this puzzle? Okay, let's say, for example, up here we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 empty squares. We've got 4, 6, 8 and 2. We're looking for all of the other numbers. In particular, we're looking for a digit 9. We don't have digit 9, but I know that we can find it. Now, how do I know that? Because when I look down here and see that we have a 9 in this column. Now, remember, each number can appear once only in its column and its row and its block. So 9 is forbidden from these 3 squares. We also have a 9 down here, which blocks any other 9 from reappearing in this column, right? So up here, because of our 9 blocking here and 9 blocking here, there is only one empty space. We are absolutely sure that the 9 fits there. There's no need to look any further or think about anything else. We know for sure that the 9 is in that square. Let's do the same kind of thing. In this block here, we don't yet have 7s. Now this time, let's go across the grid instead of going up the grid. Now we've got 7 blocking across here. I say blocking, meaning forbidding any other 7s. 7 blocking across here. I won't bother to go back that way. I'm just going in because I'm looking at this block here. So I'll go in this direction. And now again, you can see there is only one empty square. And so for sure, we know that the 7 fits in that square there. Got the idea? Okay, let's try again. We don't yet have a 9 down here. We've got our 5 empty squares down here, very similar to this one up here. Look, we can see the 9 blocking down here, and we can see the 9 blocking down here, and that's going to give us a 9 in that square. You reckon you've got the idea now? Okay, great. So let's go on and see what else we can find in today's easy level Sudoku puzzle. Now, if you're not really sure what to do, if you're playing the game on a computer, it's often a good idea just to click on a digit, because if it highlights the other digits on the board. Now, actually, there's only one digit 1. We don't have any more digit 1s, so that's not particularly helpful just yet. Let's see what else we can find. Well, we can find a 2 here and a 2 there. Now what you need to do is use your eyes and scan along and see where things are possible. That's not particularly helpful either. Let's continue along with our 3s, shall we? And 3s, well, it's not particularly going to find the next digit either. 4 though will help us, because now we can see the 4 blocking up here, right? I'm targeting this block here, this 3 by 3 grid here, and the 4 across here means 4 across 4 up means that that's the only cell unprotected by intersecting 4s. Okay, let's continue along and see if we can find any more like that. Okay, now we have a 5 blocking across the middle here and across the middle here, so we know that 5 is going to be in that square. And now we're going to take the 5 that we just put in and say 5 blocks all the way down here, and then 5 from the top blocking down, and 5 across here means that that is going to be our 5. Okay, now this something slightly different. This column here has some missing numbers. We've got 3, 7, 6, 8 and 9. We don't yet have 1, we don't have 2, we don't have 4, and we don't have 5. That's what we're looking for in this column. 1, 2, 4 and 5 to have all of the numbers from 1 to 9. Now in particular, what I've noticed is about the 5s. When we look at this square here and we say, can this square be a 5? And the answer is definitely no, either because of this 5 or this 5. Either one of them stop this square from becoming a 5. How about this square? Can it be 5? Answer no, because we've got 5 blocking across here like this, right? And how about this square? Maybe. Let's put it on white again. How about this square? Sorry, this square, can it be 5? Answer no, I should say, sorry, because we've got the 5 blocking across here like this. I saw it in my head earlier and I missed it again. 5 blocking across here, blocking across here. So what does it mean? It means that this square, and this square cannot be 5, but we need a 5 for this column, and so we know there's only one left, and we know that the 5 must fit there. Let's do the same thing about 4s. We don't have 4 in this column yet. Now let's see, can this square be a 4? Answer no, because we've got 4 over here, right? How about this square? Can it be 4? Again, answer no, because we've got 4 over here blocking that square there. So this and this, no way. Then this has to be a 4. Now the remaining numbers for here and here are 1 and 2, but we don't have any information to tell us which is 1 and which is 2 just yet, so we'll leave that for the moment. What we'll do is come back to this 4 and say 4 blocks across here now and across here now. So now we know that 4 must be there. So a moment ago we didn't do any more with the 4s, but now we can. 4 going up here, 4 going up here and across here will give us 4 in that square. And now 4 across here and up here and across here. When I say up, I'm talking about blocking, right? You can see all of these blue squares, 4 is disallowed, so 4 must be in that square there. And now there's only one block left. We have 4 in almost all of our blocks. Just this one block here, which doesn't yet have a 4, but we're sure that we can find it. 4 blocking across here, down here and across here. It's going to give us the final digit 4. Now there are no more 4s on the board because each of the small blocks has a 4, each column has a 4, and each row has a 4. So that's done. Forget digit 4 now, you can put it out of your head, sleep easily. I happen to see that the 8 blocks across here like this, which is going to put an 8 into that square there. Then the 8 blocking down here and down here like so, and 8 across and 8 across here is going to give us an 8 there. We have 8 going up to the top here, 8 going up to the top here, and 8 across here, which means that this will be an 8. And now 8 across here and 8 across here means that 8 goes there. And now 8 is also finished along with 4. So we've done all of the 8s and all of the 4s. Now, I know that I can get this number. How do I know? Because there are only 2 empty squares left in this block. So let's see what they are. We don't have 1 and we don't have 2. That's what we need to complete this block here. Now, if we know that this is 1 and 2, in fact, I can fill it in. But we'll come back. I mean, I can do it, but we'll come back to that in a second because I want to show you this one here. We know that this is 1 or 2. So when we look across here, we only have one other digit to complete the series of 1 to 9. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's no 6 anywhere. So we know that 6 goes there. Now actually I can get this because the 2 blocks down there. So that will be our 2 and this will be our 1 anyway. Now there's only one empty square in this column. We're missing a 1, so we'll insert the 1 there. Now at the ends of this column we still need 6 and 7. We've got everything else. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We don't have 6 and 7. We've got 8, 9. Now when we ask ourselves about this square, do we know if it's a 6 or a 7? Answer, yes we do. We know that it can't be 6 because we have a 6 in this block already. And so that is going to be 7. And that means that the 6 is going to be the number to finish down the bottom here. Now, I could do something easier, but I want to show you how to think ahead. So 6 blocks across here like this. Now, what does that mean? It means that 6 cannot go in this square or this square. So there are 2 places left where 6 can go, right? It could be in this square or this square. Let's look along here. Do we know? No, we don't. But whether 6 appears in this square or appears in this square, certainly the same thing applies, that it's going to block up here. In other words, this square and this square can't be 6. Now 6 also blocks up here like this. So in this section up here, we know that 6 must appear there, like so. Okay. Now, missing numbers in this top row are 1 and 2. We have 1 stopping this from becoming a 1, so that is going to be our 1. And that is going to be our 2 to finish this row here. Now, 2 also blocks across here like this, like the 6. So now we know that 2 is in one of these 2 squares. I want to do the same thing again. 2 is either here or here. Let's look across here. Do we know? No. Okay. So 2 blocking up here, right? No, well, I'm interested in this block, not that one, but anyway. 2 blocking down here like this. So here we can see only 1 square available where the 2 must go. And now we can say 2 blocking across here, 2 up here. That gives us 2 in that square. 2 blocking up here and up here means that that is our 2. And the 2 blocking across here actually puts 2 here. And now if you remember, we had 2 and 6 in those squares. We had 2 and 6 blocking across here. Do you see? 2 and 6. So we know that these 2 squares can only contain 2 or 6. We know that 2 can't go in this square now, so 2 must be here and 6 must be there. Now 1 blocks all the way from up on high, meaning this can't be 1, so this is 1. And the last number we need for this block is a 3. It's also the same number that we need for the column. 3 also blocks across here, and that gives us a 3 in that square there. Now we only have 1 missing number here, which is 1. So we'll fill that in. And there's just 1 empty square in this column here. Let's see what needs to go in there. It might take me a while. It's a 5. We need a 5. We don't have a 5. We have everything else. So let's put our 5 there. Then 5 blocks across here. We needed a 5 in this section here. So 5 goes there. And to finish here, this is going to be a 3. 3 blocks back in this direction, giving us 3 there. We also know that 3 blocks down here, and across like this. And so that is the final digit 3. Now we can come back up here and say what's missing. 7 we don't have for this block or this column. We do now. Now we've also got 7 blocking down here and 7 blocking across here, which means that that is a 7. Then our 7 blocks up. By the way, if any of this is too fast for you, if you're brand new to Sudoku and it's too fast, just go back and watch the video again. You do me a favor when you do that. Anyway, you increase my views on YouTube, so do that. Oh, also don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I don't often ask people to subscribe, but it is really useful for me. Try to get some more viewers. Drag in some more viewers. Now we have 1 square, empty square down here. So let's put the 7 there. We have 1 empty square in this row. What have we got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Any 6 anywhere? No. So we know that that is going to be a 6. Now there's 6 blocks up here, and that's going to give us a 6 in that square, and the 6 blocks down here and across here. Oops. That's going to give us 6 there. We only have 2 digits left to find. We only have to find a 1 and a 9. So when I look at the 2 empty squares here and I see the blocking 1 here, I know that this is going to be 9. Oh, excuse me, hit the wrong key. And this is going to be 1. And then down here we have 1 blocking across here, so that's going to be 9. And this is going to be 1. Then the 1 blocks up here, so this is going to be our 9. And this is going to be our 1, and that's our game over for Monday. There are plenty of other easy level games on this channel. If you're new to Sudoku, check them out in the playlists. And that's it really. Have fun playing Sudoku. And if you want to move up to the harder levels, the mediums, please try that and then move on to the harder levels. It's all pretty easily possible from these newspaper Sudokus. They're not like some of the games which are really, really tough and will explode your brain. Okay, see you around. Bye-bye.